Hey class, welcome back to chapter 4, integers and the Cartesian plane. Today we are looking at exercise 4F, negative numbers and the Cartesian plane. So in our previous exercise we looked at only this here, what we call a quadrant of the plane, okay, where all numbers were positive. Now we've got some negative numbers in there, okay, and we've got three other quadrants which consist of either one negative value in the x or y, or both x and y as negative, okay? Remember that the Cartesian plane must intersect at 0. All of my numbers are evenly spaced and all of my lines are straight. X goes across the horizontal line and y along the vertical, and x is always listed first. So as we did in our previous exercise, we're going to draw 5 different points on this plane, and then we'll talk a little bit more about those quadrants. So the first point is at A equals 3, 4. So I'm going to go across to x is 3 and up to y is 4. I'm going to draw a point there and I'm going to label it A. Okay, A is in the positive quadrant. Okay, we're going to go now to B. So B is negative 5, 2. So we're going to go across to x is negative 5 and then up to y is 2. So now we've got a point over in this quadrant, okay, because it's split into 4 quarters, or they're called quadrants. Point C is negative 4 on the x-axis and negative 2 on the y. So we'll draw that point in and label it C. Point D will go across to x is 2 and down to negative 3 on the y-axis, and we'll call that point D. And finally, point E is at 0, 0 again. So in our previous exercise, we called this point here the origin. Okay, that there is called the origin. And I mentioned quadrants earlier. The quadrants actually have specific names, okay? A is in quadrant 1, B is in quadrant 2, C is in quadrant 3, and D is in quadrant 4. E is in none of those quadrants, okay? It lies on the axis. It's called the point origin. If I had a point here, that would be lying on the x-axis or on the y-axis rather than in a quadrant, okay? It can't be in 2 quadrants. It can only be in 1. So if I placed a point here and called that F, okay, F is on the x-axis. Okay, if I draw a point here, then that point here, G, would be on the y-axis. Okay, so it wouldn't be in a quadrant. Whereas A is in quadrant 1, B is in quadrant 2, C is in quadrant 3, D is in quadrant 4. Always going counterclockwise. So in the same order that they are listed, A, B, C, D, that is the way that we label our quadrants 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, as always, if you have any questions, guys, feel free to get in touch. If not, good luck with the work, and I'll check in with you all very soon. See ya.